name is Jaden Pico, and this is my rendition of Martin Luther King's speech at Lincoln Memorial. There are those who ask the civil rights There are those who ask the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is a victim of unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our bodies, heavy with the fatigue of travel, cannot gain lodging in the motels of highways and hotels of the city. We cannot be satisfied as long as the basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger ghetto. We cannot be satisfied as our children are stripped of their dignity and robbed of their selfhood by signs stating for whites only. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and the Negro in New York believes he has nothing to which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. I am not unmindful that some of you have come out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work that the faith unearning is redemptive. So go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to South Carolina, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It's deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will live out its true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and sons of former slaves owners will sit down together at a table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even in the state of Mississippi, sweltering in the heat of injustice, sweltering in the heat of oppression, will one day be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the contents of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racist, with its governor having his lips dripped with words of interproportion and nullification one day right down in Alabama. Little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that every valley shall be exalted, every mountain, hill shall be lowered, every rough place shall be made plain, and every crooked place shall be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the hope I go back to the south with. With this hope, we'll be able to hew out a mountain of despair, a stone of hope. With this faith, we'll be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we'll be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we'll be free one day. This is the day when all God's children will be able to sing new meaning. My country, this of thee, sweet lands of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, lands of pilgrim pride. From every mountainside let freedom reign. And if America is to be this great nation, it must become true. And so let freedom reign from the prodigious hills of New Hampshire. Let freedom reign from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom reign from the heightened allegiances of Pennsylvania. Let freedom reign from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom reign from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom reign from the stone mountains of Georgia. Let freedom reign from the Lookout Mountains of Tennessee. Let freedom reign from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. Let freedom from every mountainside. Let freedom reign. And when this happens, and when we allow freedom reign, when we let it rain from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentile, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of old Negro spirituals. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, free at last.